Welcome to the special Sunday episode of our audio discourse. This is episode. I was gonna make a joke about Singapore National Day when I talk about Jomo audio, but then we just made that title anyway, so it just kind of doesn't make sense anymore. I didn't think that through, but whatever. How's my Singapore boys doing? How's the National Day?
Feeling patriotic.
Isn't that tomorrow or today? Like it's kind of midnight, so like Monday, right?
It was yesterday. So
yeah,
because when I was
okay.
at 1, so it was yesterday.
Okay, it was yesterday, and you guys do like anything fun?
No, I just sat at home all day.
That's not like, like in the States we like kind of set up fireworks and shit,
Oh yeah, I could see them, but it's on lockdown right now, so it's a bit difficult.
I didn't think we'd care about that, back in July when we had our National Day. But yeah, whatever. How are you doing today, Anthony? Not your National Day, so.
This is what happens when I sleep in and wake up late and nothing works.
Yeah, let's just blame it entirely on you because you're like the tech guy here. But today we're talking about Empire Years. Best American company, right? Right, Corn?
Yeah, as of yesterday, yes.
Yeah, like oh my god, so I didn't want to. So this is like a super rush topic, no pun intended. Like we kind of didn't know what we were gonna talk about, and then like, I don't know. Answer me this: when did they release Valkyrie and Wraith? That's gotta not be a year ago, right? It has to be like under a year.
Yeah, I think it's under a year, probably like 8 months or so. I can't quite remember. I gotta check.
Almost a year. Oh.
Almost a year, but like, remember how I gave Chi-Fi so much shit about release schedules and like R&D and all that shit, and then Empire Year turns around and release.
Well, it's about a year. Well, give it a damn. It's about a year.
Yes, November, like last year November.
Oh, 9 months.
Yeah, that's not a year. I don't know how you guys count. I know people lost track of time on. But the funny thing is that I only got to try the old new lineup, which is Wraith and Valkyrie. Last November. Oh yeah, I guess it's I got to try them when like just before, just like right after it's released, and then the NA folks just finished their tour on the Headfight tour on the old new the Valkyrie and the Wraith. And like right when they finished their tour, like freaking Empire Year released their new lineup, which is just kind of a I feel like just because the Wraith is hot garbage and Empire Year knows this, and it just kind of pushed all that stuff out. But they also released. Wait, is it officially released today in Singapore?
It's on a pre-order state, I believe.
Okay, it's like, are you guys still like on that fucking graph embargo, whatever?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Well, I mean, not that it matters. I mean, but they released like not 2, but like what, 7 IEMs, right?
It was around 6, I believe. 6 or 7, yeah.
So you have and Odin, you have
Hero,
Valkyrie, Valkyrie, Bravado, and then ESR, right?
EVR as well.
EVR and ESR.
Yep.
Is that 6? Yeah, that's what Corn said. So that's like 6 IEMs. That's kind of like so they did an entire refresh of their lineup. But I guess before we go into that, maybe a little bit of history about Empire Years. I don't know. I'm not that old. Probably Ken. There were some. Actually, no. Probably Corn. Were you? Have you like? They were something else. Like they were called like Advanced Earworks, right? With a Z.
Before I came into audio, they had already changed their name from Earworks to Empire Years.
Yeah. So that was a. I don't think anybody's old enough for that here.
Maybe Clinical.
Yeah, maybe probably Crim,
Yeah.
But like that. But even then, they're not a very big company. And and just should I do a little maybe? So I guess we're doing this like brand impression thing. It's kind of like our first one, so I think I should explain it. Well, I'll try to go into a little bit of history about the Empire Year stuff. Not that like I care or anybody here that cares too much about the Empire Year stuff. I mean the history or whatever, or just like brief history and like where they came from, and then we get to the juicy stuff, which is like probably the newer stuff that everybody wants to hear about, what the Singapore boys thinks, because it's not here in the NA yet, and somehow like even before pre-order dates, that you guys have freaking demos ready, which is nonsense. Okay, going back. Beginning. Empire Years, when they changed their name. Like, don't worry about the earwork stuff, because nobody's old enough for that. And Korn confirmed this off stream just a little bit ago, that Zeus was their first flagship, right?
Yeah, it was.
That was released.
Yeah, it was stacked like I think 11 BS, and at that time it was quite a like.
Oh yeah.
They were making a fuss about like, hey, we're using 11 BS or some shit.
and you know what? I think that's also, correct me if I'm wrong, and that's also back in the day what the original Noble K10, right?
Mm.
So that was like the old driver, the NA5 driver stacking race. But funny enough, I think I don't know if it changed over the years, but I got to hear the Zeus like a while after it got released, like when I just got into audio, and it was, man, what do you think about it? Oh, Ken, go first.
It's 14 drivers, not 11.
14?
Oh, shit. That's a lot of
Jesus.
drivers.
Do you like that, Ken? Did you like? I don't think you liked it too much, Ken.
I didn't like it, but I don't think it's bad. Yeah.
But it was big money before. It was $1,000, right?
More, probably a lot
Was
more
it
than
more?
that.
I think it was like 15 or something. It was, and then that was like back in the day money too. Not like
it's probably good, really good at like that time, because like the stuff are not advanced and stuff.
I mean, you're not competing against anything. Like you're competing against like K10. Like when was the last time you heard K10?
I don't know, when I got back into the hobby 2.5 years ago, I guess. 2 years
Colin,
ago.
when was the last time you heard
Yes.
K10?
Oh, a few months back.
You really?
Yeah, I want to try K10 to like kind
Why?
of hear it again.
No, the original K10, not the K10U.
Oh, I tried the K10 Encore, I think. The original
Yeah.
K10, I'm not sure the last time, probably like a few years back.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, so it's like 2 years ago, like K10 and call, or something. Yeah.
Yeah, I think when I first got into it, like somebody pushed it on me, and I'm like, this is not good at all. And you know what? When I first got into like with the UE Tri-Fi stuff, I had a UE Tri-Fi. I was looking at the K10. I was like, ooh, wow, that 10 drivers must be great. Yeah, that's that. But yeah, back in the day, that's what I'm getting at. Back in the day, I think Zeus is like lovely, and then they introduced like a update version of Zeus with the Switch, right? With the XV. Oh my god, I can't even. With a bunch of letters behind it, like with the Switch, and then you can choose whichever tuning that you get with the Zeus. You guys remember that? Probably
There
not.
was
Yeah,
switches.
Zeus, the Roman characters for 14, right?
Yeah. Zeus 14 and Zeus whatever. There's like 2 different letters, and then there's a switch. That's the Zeus I remember. And I don't think that was the original Zeus. The original Zeus does not have a switch. My memory's fuzzy here, but that's the Zeus I remember the most, because I was in China and somebody was like, oh, I got this 14 drivers. I was like, ooh.
There was a period of time where it had the Adele tag, was it?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was a Zeus XR.
Okay.
Yeah.
What was it? Not the Switch then? I swear it was a Switch thing that they changed the tuning, or was it the Adele tag that changed
I think there was a normal Switch as well. Yeah, there was a Switch.
They had two tunings. So like if you want both tunings, you buy the one with the Switch.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the Adele thing too. Like that's well, you know what? It's a company with gimmicks, but like I don't think they were that popular back then. Like people don't really And Anthony, you heard the Zeus too. Which one did you hear? Did you hear the Master Drop one, right?
Yes, I heard the Mass Drop one. I don't remember. I think I heard one of the old ones too, but I don't remember which one.
The Master Drop one is one of the preset tunings. I don't remember which one. Again, this is like back in the day. Do you like it?
It was okay. It's just there's that I guess that treble peak that bothered me.
I don't even remember. Like I honestly don't remember anything about.
It's a little bright to me.
So is it?
Yeah.
Can the Singapore boys confirm it's a little bit bright?
It's
For
a
me-
little bit bright for me as well, but bearable. Yeah, but it's not bad to me, but it isn't wow either. But I suppose during its time, it has to be something wow, right? Because it's nothing good at the time when it's out.
Yeah. I think like it, to be fair, like to be very fair, to Empires, yeah, Ken's right. Like back in the day, there's really nothing that great. Like think back like 5 years ago, like you have K10 and just about nothing else. So yeah, I think it's pretty good over. But that's boring. But and then their next flagship again, like this is more of a flagship top. I don't think I care, and I'm sure they have a bunch of like the non-flagship IEMs. I don't think we care about those. Just kind of a very forgettable. Their next flagship was the most. I think without a doubt, still maybe Odin will change that, but right now, as of now, before Odin, even with their Wraith and Valkyrie, the Legend X is the most popular, without a doubt, by far. The most popular Empire years. I think, like, without even looking at the numbers, I just know. Because, again, that was like back in the day. Again, you're gonna hear this a lot. Back in the day, when Empire released Legend X, it was what was it 2+7, right? Or is it 2+9?
Yeah, it's around that ballpark. I think 2.7.
Yeah, it's 2+7. It's 2DD and 9. I mean 2DD and 7 BA. It was one of the first top of the line hybrid on the market. I want to say it's the first. Can anybody think of a hybrid before that? Like a kilobucks hybrid? I don't think so.
Yeah,
Oh.
like hybrids are really expensive, and they do CIM versions. So at its time, it was quite like to offer CIM like hybrids. It's quite rare to see, really.
I mean, even right now, you don't have too many CIM hybrids, right?
Yeah, that's true.
So, I think Ken's trying to talk. I don't know what.
Not much hybrids. I think was Aurelius Mark II out already. I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but that's cheap though. The Aureolus
Yeah,
is
it's
like
cheap compared to this. Yeah, so it's a 2DD 7 BA. It's very big, very huge.
They launched
Yeah,
back in mid 2018.
Man, I hate the LX. I still don't like it. Honestly, it's probably one of the worst hybrid on the market. Again, back in the day, there's really okay. Like as of right now, LX is an awful hybrid. Cause it's just. I mean, like even back in the day, it just sounds so. I feel like they try to cram in so much like things in their lineup, right? It's like there's no reason to have like. Okay, so like let's say it's like let's just say what you did with the Valkyrie, and it just sounded so much better. The base of the Valkyrie sounds so much better than the LX, and the only reason that it is that they only use one DD instead of two. I honestly think that's like, and then I think the Legend X would have been a better flagship hybrid if they didn't try to cram so much shit into it. But without a doubt, it's still the most popular IEM right now.
I don't think it's the amount of DD that matters. It's the way that they tune the crossover and stuff, right? So the Valkyrie is tuned differently. So I mean, even if it was two DD and Legend X was one DD and they tune it the same way, it's not going to change much.
Well, technically, again, marketing material, right? Like it's supposed to be 2 DD, one for sub and one for mid base, which is
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah. Obviously, that's that. Like again, like just ignore the new tri bit right now. Like for them, like I think they're still trying to figure it out how that's supposed to go. And does anybody want to explain that how you can have 9 crossovers on 9 drivers?
That's possible, but to have more crossovers than drivers, now that's something special.
I mean, they did, yeah. Well, what's your marketing? Was it 9-way crossovers? No.
I think Bravado had like 2 drivers and like 4 crossovers.
Oh, really?
Okay, so
Okay.
so well, we talk about flagships, right? So Legend X have 7 BA and 2 it's actually 7 drivers total. It's 2 DD and 5 BA.
5. Yep.
And it has 10 crossovers.
Oh, there you go. See, so explain to me, how do you have 7 drivers and 10 crossovers? It doesn't no, it doesn't make sense in my head. And if you can't explain it to me, I don't think you can explain it to anybody. Like it's just like and for the people who does not know what crossover is when technically I kind of it's like when 2 drivers like overlap in their like frequencies, right? Pretty much like with like the derp way to explain it, like the stupid way, the rush way of explaining it, right? So, I mean, technically you could, right? Couldn't you?
Not really. If let's say you have 7 drivers, the maximum possible crossovers would be 7 as well. Because I mean, for a crossover point to form, you need 2 drivers stopping against each other to form like a even response. Yeah, so that we call it a crossover point. So it's impossible to have more crossovers than you can have drivers.
Well,
so you're saying if I have a full ranged BA, that's not really a crossover?
Nope.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, but it's very loose with this kind of like portable audio, because let's say you run let's say 3 separate drivers. So the woofer is playing at full range, the mid-range driver is playing at full range as well, and then you have a tweeter that kind of like there's, let's say, high pass. Somehow people could just market it as 3-way anyway.
But technically it's 1-way? Question mark?
Yeah, it's kind of like a one or two-way, I guess, 2-way.
Because it's kind of the low and the mid also just have a crossover with the high. Is that what you're trying to say?
Yeah.
Right?
It's very loose, like with portable audio, because we don't band past the mid-range drivers.
Right.
Like typically.
Yeah, but seems like for example, Legend X, right? I mean, I did talk to the distributor in Singapore when right after they launched and stuff. I mean, he was trying to explain to me, and like it looks like they actually count the band pass of the meat drivers and stuff. So well, when you band pass, you high pass and low pass that driver, right? So they count it as 2. You know? So yeah, that's how you get more.
So they just count it twice.
No, they count it
so
as
like example
they count it as crossover filters, like in total.
Yeah. So that if you have three drivers and you low pass the woofer, you high pass the filter, and then the mid driver you do a band pass and you have 4. So they count it that way. It seems like it.
Yeah, I'm just don't let those people count the votes, okay? But because like they clearly don't know how to count. Again, I think that's like more of like a marketing thing.
Yeah, it's marketing, right? I mean, like if they count that way and they actually did that way, then they use the band pass as 2. Then well, it's technically correct, but not correct, but you know, it's marketing, but it's not entirely false. It's not entirely right too.
Okay, whatever. I'm still confused. You can't ever explain to me how you have more drivers than crossover to me. Like it just does not make sense. But back in the day, LX, pretty awful IEM. The bass is just. I don't hate bass, but that's a little bit too much. Okay, I hate bass, but that's like too much for anybody to handle.
It's a lot of like a mid bass as well as a low mid boost, so it's like very muddy.
But people love it though. It has
Yeah,
its
it's
fan base.
Yeah, I mean, I do call it the beats of like of like IEMs.
Well, it's the highest. Well, I mean, maybe not now, but for the longest time, it's been the hottest selling thing at earphones in Japan.
Oh, it is. They have that special version of it too. That costs about $3,000.
Well, I actually like the amount of bass. It's really nice, but I don't like the texture of the bass. That's what gets to me.
Yeah, but you know what? It's about progress, man. That's what the America's all about. You definitely don't make the greatest thing in the world the first time, or the second time, or the third time for that matters. But but after the LX, which is seemingly there's like a bigger gap now, because LX is a long time ago, right? And Valkyrie and Wraith was like a year ago. How long ago was Legend X? It's got to be like
2018, mid 2018.
Really?
Yeah, it's not super old.
It's not, but it feels like it's old. Well, in IEM years, it's like it feels like it's old.
Well, it's at least 2
Because-
years.
Yeah, it's 2 years, and then they release at the end of 2019. So it's been a year and a half, and then they released the new one. So let's talk about the new one, so Anthony can talk. Because you just finished the old Empire Year tour, and you have did you have your reviews on the website, Anthony? You did, right?
Yep.
Did you get banned from Headfiles yet for that 1-star review on the Wraith?
Not yet.
All right. Oh, well.
Yeah.
Wasn't it 2 stars?
I gave it 2 stars.
Wow, 2 stars. I don't know. Did you give the 2-star out of the value?
Definitely not. If I rated for value for the Wraith, it would have been 1 star or less, but you can't go below 1 star.
Well, I mean, you're so baller. It doesn't really matter that it costs $3.5 grand. But yeah, how did you like the? And that's like the longest time you ever had with a pair of Empire Years, right? Like, because previously you didn't really.
Yeah, most of mine are Empire Years. It's just been demoing at a show or a meetup, I guess.
How'd you like them? Pretty good.
No,
How'd you like the America 5? America? No.
neither one were that great to me. I guess Legend X. I liked. I surprisingly didn't mind the bass at all. And as a lot of people know, I don't really care for that big of a bass boost. But it wasn't that bad. The one thing I didn't like about it was it's way too harsh, way too much trouble in that thing.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna stop you right here. Okay.
Yep.
Whose Legend X did you try? Did you try MCM's Legend X?
I haven't tried Legend X. I'm talking about Valkyrie, sorry.
Oh, okay. You're talking about Valkyrie. There you go.
Did I say Legend X? Sorry, I meant Valkyrie.
You did say Legend X.
Yeah.
I was like,
Sorry,
I'm so confused.
I'm looking
Alright,
I'm
so-
looking at the Legend X graph right now. That's why.
no,
Yeah.
we're way past that 7 crossover train now.
Yeah. So
I mean,
personally,
ahead, man.
I think if so, my comment in my review was that if they had lowered I guess like the 2 to 8K of the Valkyrie down, I would have liked it more. And then I'm looking at the Legend X graph, and it's like, oh, that's kind of what that is. Except I haven't listened to Legend X before, so I can't give you a good opinion on that.
well,
Yeah.
and you will like the Valkyrie Mark II then. Haha.
Oh, they already released a Valkyrie
Yeah,
Mark II.
Yeah, isn't that funny that like they just did a huh? Isn't that like
Wow,
weird,
they took my feedback and then made it in less than a week.
Yeah. Wait, greatest company, try 5 release schedules, but but yeah, keep going with your. I mean, yeah, I don't think like people pretend like the Valkyrie is the perfect IEM.
Yeah,
But
when I first listened to it, I thought I was like 10 years younger and at a rave again. Just
hey,
because.
you know what? Makes you feel young. Then it's a good buy. I think that's a good feeling, man.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Yeah.
not about it.
Uh,
What about
what about the rave?
yeah?
So I got both of them in. I didn't look at any reviews prior. I've heard
Did you not?
I've heard some chit chat about each one, but didn't really pay too much attention. And
You
then
didn't?
no, and then so I listened to both, and I would have sworn that the rave would have cost less than what what it actually costs. I think when I first listened to it, I was like, oh, this is probably $1,000 or something like that. Just because it's Empire Years and I know it's overpriced, but
Yeah, but
then I
you
saw
didn't think that was that over.
yeah, then I saw the price tag and I was like, oh my gosh.
It's not.
I think it's okay for very very select genres. Essentially, the only thing I could listen to it with was acoustic guitar music with vocals, but outside anything that has any bass or any upper treble extension was complete garbage on it.
But you have to understand that regardless of price, right? Regardless of price, there's actually just IEMs that's better than it all around.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like for like under $1,000, I'm pretty sure there are IEMs with similar neutral sound signatures that sounds way better than whatever the fuck that was.
Oh yeah, for definitely for tonality. I think the rave still has pretty
No,
decent
just for everything. There's
yeah.
there's no redeeming factor on that IEM.
I think it has decent resolution and imaging, but not
No, it
for how
doesn't.
much it
It
costs.
doesn't.
Not even close for how much it costs. But
I mean, just don't talk about the cost. We don't care. It's Empire Years, man. It's gonna be expensive. If you're poor, don't look at Empire Years. Okay, it's not a poor man's poor man's company. It's not some tri-fi. This is America.
yeah,
American labor, okay? American innovation, and American treble extension, which is not happening.
yeah. But then you got it makes to me it makes Campfire sound much more like significantly more value to what you get, and they're like a third of the cost.
Okay, now like I remember back in like the last live stream that I wasn't gonna make that Special Olympics joke that I'm probably gonna make now. Okay.
Oh,
The
jeez.
American pie is like winning the Special Olympics right now. Like we have a very good winner right now. That's what we're talking about in Empire Years. So no, you don't like, you know, compare one retarded company to another retarded company to make sure. Oh, I feel better about this retarded company because it's less retarded. Come on, man. If you justified an IEM based on the worst of its competition, then then you know it's bad, you know. But no, that's a rant for CFA. But keep going. Then. Okay.
Yeah.
No, like,
I don't know what to say to that.
you don't have to say anything. Just keep telling me how great Wraith is. And
Oh yeah. Yeah. I think the Wraith is quite a bit overpriced. I mean, you're paying for, I think, was it 4 ESTs are in it? EST drivers are pretty expensive, so I guess they can charge a lot for it, but it just seems like not worth the value to me.
isn't that funny that the IEM with 4 EST has less treble extension than the IEM with 1 EST?
I think Show 846 has more treble extension.
Well, I mean, like, let's not compare, a very clearly defined and, perfected IEM of the Shore 864. Best IEM, by the way. Thanks, Unbox Therapy. But the Valkyrie is literally in the same lineup, so I don't understand why they released 2 IEMs and you know how to do treble extension with 1 EST driver, so I just kind of double that up. Like quadruple that up. And I don't know how you make 4 times as much and 4 times as little treble. It just doesn't register in my head.
Well, I mean, if you ask me, right? Well,
If I ask you, yes.
looking back, right? There's some collaborations and the Effect Audio collaborations. Well, they released by Effect Audio, but they don't make it, right? So, and those were not much treble. So I don't think rave is something that is actually done by the core Empire team. It's probably someone else.
Are you what?
Perhaps.
Yeah, I mean that's
But I
that's
mean,
my
they're
wild.
not a big company, right? They're just.
Maybe it's a collaboration that is not announced. Yeah.
Are you saying that they had a collaboration and it fell through, so they released this unfinished IEM?
No, I'm guessing it's a collaboration that is not that they don't announce who. So
I mean, the
Wait,
IEM, as in Dean himself said that he designed it, so
yeah.
yeah.
well,
Then-
but it's a collaboration, right? So it could be a collaboration. Right? I'm guessing.
With this shadowy
Just
figure, is that what
speculation.
you're saying? This is like some Illuminati. This shadowy collaborator with the Empire Years seeking to destroy America 5. Like that's not how. Come on.
I don't.
I mean,
because like it's odd, right? Because looking, I mean, if you just look at all the rest of the empires, they don't sound like it. It's like so
it sounds.
odd.
You know what? I said a long time ago. They had the Zeus. It was okay for its time. They have the Alex. It's okay for its time, right? So, and what Empire Year tried to do, which failed to do. Well, they failed and succeeded this time. Well, not this time, but with the old flagship, with the Wraith, is that the Wraith was supposed to replace Zeus, and the Valkyrie was supposed to replace Legend X. And I've said it a bunch of times again, you got to be retarded to buy the LX now that the Valkyrie is the thing. So that obviously is way the Valkyrie is way better than the LX, and you can see like the identity transferring from the LX into the Valkyrie, and you can see they try to with their 14 driver like stacking Zeus into their 11 driver 40. They're just trying to apply new technology into their flagships, which is like very fair, and they just didn't they just didn't work out how to do the 4 EST correctly. That's just my like outsider. I have no like speculation. This is my outsider take on why that it just didn't turn out to be good. It was just like the technology is just too like premature. I don't know. Anybody? No thoughts on that.
Yeah, I mean, like even with the newest lineup, like Empire is still using the ESTs, and like even the ESR, the EVR, as well as the Odin, Hero, Valkyrie, they all got ESTs. Like
Oh
now.
really?
Yeah. Everything has
Wow.
EST now.
Oh, is that why there's a graph embargo? Because there's actually no treble extension on any of those stuff?
There is.
There is. It's just that it is not like as in because of like the insensitivity of the ESC, so it's not a lot, but at the same time it doesn't sound like rolls off like that high as compared to Wave.
Okay.
It's a lot more trouble than Rave. A lot more.
But the thing is that you guys tried it in a very crowded. Shout out to Zep. I don't know. Should I not shout out to Zep when you guys tried him? When you guys illegally tried those IEMs at Zep before they were even released, and you graphed it. I'm just kidding. They did not.
Whoa.
Just kidding. Nobody graphed anything at Zeppelin and Co. They definitely did not let anybody. I'm just kidding. That was a joke. But no, like you guys tried it when Zeppelin opened up their doors and say, "Hey, there's a public demo." There's tons of people there, right? I assume. And so everybody lined up to try their new thing. So I just kind of assumed that it's probably like loud and you guys don't have the better. Like I feel like this is my okay. Alpha then. Okay, go ahead.
Quiet, absolutely quiet. That's all I can say.
Was it quiet? Did you get a good demo? Was there a treble
Yeah.
extension?
I had a very good demo. Yes.
Okay, fine. Did you get to graph the thing? Was there a treble extension? You don't have the just between us. Was there a treble extension on the graph, Ken? Just between us.
What do you mean
No,
between us?
I didn't graph stuff, but
when you pull out
well-
your shiny silvery microphone, just
Nah,
like pull
nah,
your
nah.
microphone
I-
out of your pants. When
I
you
went for stacks that day, so I didn't expect anything. So I didn't bring my mic with me anyway to start with. So no, I didn't graph anything. But yes, there is treble extension.
Wow. But you're a boomer anyway, so I don't trust you. We'll see what happens when the graph comes out. No, I guess we're talking about the new lineup. So now we're talking about the new lineup. Obviously, they released that. So if anybody haven't watched that video, that Jude and the Empire Year guy, don't forget his name. Asian guy.
Jack.
Jack and Deed.
Yeah, if you guys haven't watched the Empire Year videos with that one Asian guy and the other Asian guy, go watch that Asian guy video, or stick around to watch this Asian guy video. No, but like no, they literally like just released. I was watching it and I was like, wow, that is a lot of shit that they just. Well, they talk about Odin, and then talk about Hero. Stupid name, by the way, Hero, dumb name. And then like on the forum they not leaked. Okay, somebody leaked. Pretty sure that was that. They leaked 4 refresh of their previous non-flagship lineup. Well, right? So
Wait,
let's talk about the 4 Mark II first.
wait, are the Mark IIs not announced yet?
They're not supposed to.
What the fuck? Really?
I don't think
I didn't know
I
that.
don't think they made an announcement on those.
Wow.
No, they didn't. You know why? You know why they didn't? Because
Oh,
Jude made
God.
that video and they only released 2 IEMs, and then like fucking, and then and then some shady ass Singaporean IEM store let people demo their Mark IIs.
Well, I heard it before everyone else, then I guess.
Yeah, just so let's get on the record. Ken, when exactly on what day did you get to demo that IEM in the store, which was supposed to not be released yet? I'm just kidding. No, there's no. You demoed it the same day as everybody else. You just came to the store very early in the morning. We're gonna go with that story. So nobody gets in trouble. Well, no, they well now that it's leaked and we're not under any NDA, so it doesn't really matter to us. Yeah, like unless Empire Year wants to sponsor us, hint hint. Just send me a free Odin. No, no, but like. No, they released four they released 4 refresh of their what was it like? Oh, Bravo, right? ESR, ESB, like fucking their names I can't.
Bravado.
Bravado.
ESR, EVR.
Okay, so no. Okay, so Bravado, what was that? What was it before and what is it now?
Bravado Mark II.
Yeah, but what was the Mark 1?
Bravado.
I know, yeah,
Bravado.
what's the driver configuration?
Oh, it was a two driver, 1 DD, 1 BA, with 4 crossovers.
Okay. Get for the crossover.
Wait, what were the other ones that got released? Legend X too?
No. There's no Legend.
Or Valkyrie Valkyrie Mark II?
Yeah, so Bravado, so what is it now? Is it just 1 DD and 1 EST now?
No. One DD, 1 BA, and ESP. 1 or 2?
So it's 3 drivers. So it's a six-way crossover.
I'm not sure either, to be honest.
It's
Okay.
one or 2 EST. I mean, I didn't look at the amount of EST, but
So
all
they
the
all
new.
have EST now. So they all have
Yeah,
EST
they-
now. Oh
Yeah.
Jesus. Okay. So
And
the
they-
ESR.
The Bravado is 1 DD, 1 BA, and 2 electrostat.
Okay.
Oh wow. So they just
one-
put 2 new electrostats on in there.
Yeah,
How much is that?
I have no idea.
Oh, don't worry about it. We don't care about the cost. It's if you have to ask, it's too much for you. Okay, so yeah, just.
But it's
gonna go-
probably like about 700 to 800. I mean, right?
That's
is it-
not. Okay, that's not
Yeah.
bad.
Because the lowest end, like Empire
That's
system.
your lowest end.
Yeah, Bravado is our lowest end, I think.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it is. It is the lowest end.
Jeez.
Yeah, so is it
Wow.
like super expensive or anything?
But what are you?
The entry-
$800 not super expensive?
It's the
As in,
entry level.
relatively to compared to Odin.
Sure, sure.
Yeah.
Um.
I mean, it's
So-
it's $599 USD on the website for Bravado Mark 1.
Oh. Cool. Should we go? Should we go on our awesome sponsor headphones.com? Is it listed on their website?
I think so.
Oh,
I'm on
really?
it.
Ah,
As in,
nice.
not the Mark II, but just the Mark
Oh,
I.
okay. Not the Mark II, just the O1. Well, we don't care about the O1. Maybe, maybe we'll get T-List to 25% off on the O Valkyrie. Wow.
I wonder why.
They're clearing stocks now.
Yeah, that's gotta hurt, man. I'm sure T-List is happy about that. No, like okay, the ESR. So what was the ESR before? Like, what's the driver configuration on that? Do you
I
remember?
think it was a 3BA.
3BA, yes.
And then now it's a 3BA plus 2 electrostatics.
Oh, okay. So they just put two. Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Everything is like an extra like EStat now.
So they just didn't take anything out. They just put extra in there.
Yeah, but this is just for the ESR, EVR, and the Bravado.
What about the
Okay.
Valkyrie? Is it just retuned?
The Valkyrie is the same thing, the same config.
Different tuning, same config.
Hmm.
Yeah. But different DD. It's,
Oh,
it's,
yeah,
it's,
yeah,
it's
they upgraded
W9
DD.
plus.
Oh,
Ooh,
they changed it. Alright.
It's
Yeah,
a-
ooh,
it's
with
a
the
bigger
plus
DD.
in there.
1 DD plus.
It's
Put that in
a
there.
different size. Different size. Totally different DD.
Well, yeah, because they made a refresh on their W9 plus. It's got a plus now. It sounds like that that infomercial. It's like, wait, there's more. We just put 2 new EST on all of our IEMs. We'll make it a Mark II. And you know what? If I was Empire Years, I would just make those E and don't even connect any wires to it, and it just sounds the same. People will still fuck buy that shit.
It's probably true.
It's probably true. So there's a maybe we're gonna do that. I'm sure that our 2 Singapore boys banned from Zeppelin now because Nasser just ratted them out. But so in case he hasn't banned you from Zep yet, I'm gonna get you banned right now. Okay, so we're gonna do that thing that you did with the Dawn. Is like when they let that embargo go, Ken, you're gonna go in there with your measuring rig and you're gonna cover that vent on their ESC hole, and then you're gonna remeasure all their Mark II, and see if they sound exactly the same as
Oh,
their
yeah.
old IEMs.
Oh my goodness.
So if Nas haven't banned all 2 of you now, he should really ban both of you right now, just so like none of that funny business happens. But no, I mean, like, I mean that's nice. I mean, do you even remember what the old the Mark 1 sounds like? Ken or Korn?
Yeah,
the ESR and
I-
the EVR were totally different. Like it's an actual like rehaul of the entire IEM.
no,
So it
they're
doesn't
all
sound similar at all.
different.
Yeah,
all
everything is rehauled.
Huh.
I had the time to actually take the Mark 1 and listen. I took the Valkyrie Mark 1 and I listened, etc. They are all different tunings. It really is a retune. That's why it's a Mark 2.
It's not an upgrade. It's just a retune.
No, it's an upgrade, of course. It's an upgrade. I think it's an upgrade. Oh no, not all the models. Not all the models.
EVR is cancelled.
EVR was not too great, but the Valkyrie was improved to me. ESR is wow. MVP is really nice.
Oh, really? Huh.
For its
ESR?
intended purpose, yeah, because like
The
The-
3BA2 ESD?
yeah.
You like the ESR without the DD?
No. As in, like, for its intended purpose, it's something to compete against things like UERR, UERM, you know.
No,
Like,
it isn't.
the-
UER, like, okay, fine, they're about the same. Okay.
Yeah, it's meant for that kind of usage. So for that category, yeah, I say it's a good contender. I mean, Colin and I call it the SH3 pairs SH3 alternative. So
Okay, it seems like you guys have some pretty high opinion of it. But nobody cares about the refresh. Yeah, you want to say something, Corn?
As in the SS3 is warmer, I think, compared to the ESR. Yeah, so the ESR is a bit more articulate.
Yeah.
But they're not bad though, right?
Yeah, the ESR is pretty decent.
But they weren't
I
bad
like it.
before.
No.
Yeah, previously they were they followed a more kind of like a perhaps like a how do I put it?
It's
It's like a very
bright.
warm kind of like they used to
Are
be
you
very
sure it's
warm.
neutral bright and it's bright?
Oh no, as in the upper mids were quite recessed last time, but then now it's like the other way around for the ESR.
Oh.
I mean, I haven't heard the new one obviously because I'm not in Singapore. But I heard the old lineup and it was like it's just pretty forgettable. I mean, I didn't hate particularly any of their non-flagship IEMs. Maybe aside from the Bravo, I don't remember. Yeah, that's probably the one with the DD. That one sounded trash. But like, I mean, anything else like I mean any of their other stuff, it sounded fine. I mean, but like if this is just a retune and I mean more upgrade. Yeah, I'm okay with it, but nobody cares about the Mark II. The new things, the new IEMs. So when what?
I could talk about the hero first, I guess.
Yeah, like when they first well, you know what? In that video, the one Asian talked to the other Asian, kind of like this one, they talk about the Odin first. I was like, oh man, I'm so excited, and they tell me the price. I was like, oh, I can't afford that. And they say, oh, there is another version of it that's cheaper. I'm like, sweet. And I was like, oh, I thought originally the hero was supposed to be the Valkyrie replacement, but apparently it's not because
It's not.
they refreshed the Valkyrie, and I was like, where's the EST in the hero, man?
The hero doesn't have any ST, I think.
It does
Yep,
not. So where the fuck is it?
It's a traditional hybrid.
Why?
Yeah,
Why?
it sounds pretty generic as well. Like in terms of being like the Empire's house sound, like it's like a V-shaped IEM. Sounds warm.
So you mean it's a cut to
forward bass.
Valkyrie?
It's more like a mini Legend X, I would say.
Oh, okay. So they're replacing the Legend
Yeah.
X.
Yeah, like a mini version, I guess.
It's a mini, yeah.
Whereas
I think it's
the Valkyrie is further away from Legend X compared to Hero.
Okay.
Did you know that the hero's DNA is sourced directly from the Legend X and the Zeus 14? The hero
big brain
reveres our
moments.
past to emulate flagship level of performance without the flagship admission.
Without the flagship admission, it costs $1,500.
well, Rush is Empire. So if you're gonna ask the price, it's just too much.
I'm not acting. No. I am. Okay now.
But there's a 4-way Synex crossover network.
Which is only this is a 6-way crossover on the hero.
4 driver 6-way crossover. The math.
Well, it's then pass on the 2 mid drivers apparently, right?
Okay, it's not bad though, right?
No, it's not. It's fine.
Yeah,
It's alright.
I'll say it's average to like okay.
It's okay.
You know what?
It's okay.
In America, we're very okay with mediocrity. So.
No. It's not that. Mediocre will be EVR Mark II. That is, and the Bravado Mark II. I don't like those two.
Are heroes better than okay? Are they like okay? How about this? Just ignore Odin, right? Would you say is one of the better hybrids for that price?
No.
No.
Okay.
Not at that
But
price, like
it's
pass.
decent. It's decent. I'll say it's decent. Is
it better than the Solaris, the new one?
For me, yes.
Okay, what other hybrids are there? Is it better than the Neo? There you go, same price.
I've not heard the Neo.
Yeah.
Oh, where's the? How do you guys not get the Neo?
What
You
about
guys
that?
got the fucking Neo?
What about the mess?
We only got the A18S.
What about the
Okay, Anthony,
What about the mess? That's the same price too.
we don't compare Tri-Fi here. Garbage.
I love the mesh, right? So it's not even a comparison there.
You just like the boner in your ear. That's what Ken.
No man. Like,
No.
I don't care about the bone conductor thing, but I do like the sound.
I
It's
like
a
the sound
fucking
too.
meme, man. No, don't even. Okay, but you know, it's good for Empire years, right? It's I don't know, like $1,500. I don't know, like
It's a good refresh. It's a good refresh for the lineup, and they have
Yeah.
more hits than misses. That's why I say.
Do you
I
guys
mean,
know how much? Do you guys know how much all these are gonna cost? It's the same price.
Yeah,
do you
it's
mean,
the
how
same
much?
price. Like compared to the MK one, should be the same price.
Yeah, I think it's a direct replacement.
Yeah, and then you're getting a bit more drivers out of it. So
Goddamn.
Sweet.
We're doing that infomercial. But wait, there's more. If you buy it now with a new version, we're throwing 2 new EST in our IEMs, and it sounds the
I
same.
didn't check the price. I didn't check the price, so I can't be sure it's exactly the same price. I mean, well, at most it's 100 or 200 premium, right? I mean, if you
But
buy
you
it
know
by
what?
year, you're not concerned about price at all.
But you know what? I think Empire is very good at not price creeping Odin at in their IEMs, because I think they're pretty good about their prices except for their flagship. I think.
Well, the Odin is the same price as the Wraith, so they're not
Yeah.
creeping there.
Well, it's $100 cheaper.
Yeah, and I'm
yeah.
glad that I'm glad. I think for the first time that Empire Year might not have to compete in the Special Olympics anymore. With the Odin, which is kind of like the unfortunate thing, don't you think? Like if you are normal enough to not compete in the NA5 scene, that you just have to compete in the global market. But we'll get to that. Yeah, I mean, Hero's good. I mean, is it like look at all the 1.5K hybrids out there. I don't know how many are there. Like ZONR, Solaris. What others out there? Valkyrie, their own IEM.
Neo,
What else? Neo,
Mest.
Mest. Anything else? 1.5, like 1 grand hybrid. Some.
Or less reborn, I guess.
God damn it, Reborn. Fucking garbage. I mean, and the CE5, and all that stuff. Is it good? Like, does it stack up against the 1.5 grand hybrids out there?
nah,
No?
I'll say no.
I
I'll say
mean,
no.
Ken?
Well, I mean, depending on which you comment, if you're comparing like Sada, Hyla Sada, which I like, then I'll say that is better. But I do think that the hero is better than average. It's good enough to compete, but not be better than things like Sada. And
So is it Special Olympics time or no?
no,
It's not Special
it is
Olympics.
holding it
So
is holding its ground.
it has so it has to complete with the global market. Oh, that's good. I mean,
Where does
yeah.
it falter, or where is it below the other competition? Is it like technicality, resolution, tonality?
The overall tone is just so. Yeah, it's like the
It's just
most like V shape, like Chi-Fi V shape kind of sound.
I mean, isn't that what they are for?
So I guess if you preferred a V-shaped sound signature, do you think it would be worth it? I guess.
Yeah, it is
No,
more in line with like the previous the hybrids from Empire, like what's it called again? The Vantage. Yeah, it's more in line with those kind of
yeah,
quick
Whoa,
tuning.
you just threw out that name that I haven't heard in a long time.
Oh yeah, I mean, if you look at the exact same configuration, right? So hero is the same as Vantage. No, it's not. Well, heroes is closer to the Vantage. Yeah, in terms of driver configuration. No, not Vantage. Sorry. Enemies. Right.
Oh yeah, the Nemesis, right?
Nemesis. Yeah. That's the closest config. Yeah, I guess it's a replacement for that instead. I guess. Yeah,
Okay.
it's okay.
Isn't like a hybrid supposed to be V-shaped though?
Not really.
That's always been my thing. Like,
You can tune it like Odin.
oh boy, yeah, fine. You know what? Let's talk about Odin. Like, best IEM ever. No longer Special Olympics.
Yeah, best I
Is it?
ever.
No, is it? Is it though?
Yeah, to
One
me,
loves it.
yeah, it's like really really solid tuning.
Wow. Okay, I
Like-
know you haven't graphed it, but graph it with your ears, okay? What does it sound most like? So obviously it's they say it definitely has less bass than LX, right? Like a lot less.
Less mid bass.
Less mid bass, that's good.
Yeah.
Wait, still the same amount of sub? Oh god.
A bit less I think.
I mean, like in general, just a little bit less.
Yeah, lesser sub as well. It is a bit like Dawn in terms of tuning, but
Oh,
less bright.
wow.
Less bright in Dawn.
But Dawn isn't bright to begin with.
No,
No,
Dawn
I
can be
think
slightly
you
bright
mean lower
sometimes.
treble.
Yeah, the low treble.
I'm
Yeah,
immune
so the
to it, I
Odin's a
don't
bit more reserved at a lower treble than Dawn.
know. Is Kryn the secret IEM tuner behind Odin? Is that what you're trying to say? we neither. You know you didn't deny or confirm that? Okay. Kryn tuned the Odin. That's why it's like great.
No,
I don't
as in-
think so.
Yeah.
Man, I wish he's getting a big cut out of that 3.5 grand. I'm just kidding. I'm sure he didn't tune Odin. Is it good? Like, is it that great? I mean,
like the difference between Odin and all their past like whatever IMs is that Odin has an actual like clean base shelf. Like compared to let's say the Legend X, like the Vantage, Nemesis, Bravado, whatever, they all have a base shelf at 1000 hertz, but the Odin is much cleaner. We're talking like cleaner than Z1R. I think Z1 is around 400.
Whoa.
Yeah, so Odin is probably at around 200, 250, 300, that kind of region. Yeah,
Hey.
so it really sounds much better. Like it sounds much more tame and controlled in the mid bass than the previous Empire IEMs.
Hey,
So should I sell my Z1R right now?
hey, the Wraith has
Well-
a clean base shelf too.
It doesn't have a base shelf.
Yeah, but the Rift doesn't have any treble harmonics, so it doesn't count.
Oh no, it has a base shelf at 4,000. That's when the bass started to roll off. That's when it's a. But sure. Thanks, Anthony, with the hot take. I thought I was the one with the terrible jokes in between the four. No, but like I was surprised that because like in the beginning, right before the leak, there was no leak. Okay, let me just clear. There was no leak. So before the leak, people are just like oh you released 2 new things, and I'm like okay. And then people's like, oh, 3.5K. I'm like, okay, it's just like the Wraith. It's probably gonna be shit. And people's like, oh, it's actually not bad. And I was like, oh wow, probably gonna be average. And now you just say, oh, it's actually really good. I was like, man, now I'm just having higher and higher expectations for it, man.
I was really surprised, and when I tried it, like there was a friend across the table, so when I was done hearing the Odin, and I told him this is going to graph out so well.
Is it
So-
because that you had no expectation going in there? Like, is it because like you like expected nothing?
Yeah, no, as in I expected like the typical like the Empire's V shape, and then I got like something that's like similar to my target curve, and I was like, ooh, blown away,
Oh man, your curve TM trademarked.
Well, it's probably his favorite hybrid now because he hates Cons hates hybrid, right? He's the BA base lover, so it's like.
Or do we need a Empire sponsorship for you to get a Odin? Would you?
Well, I wouldn't mind.
How about this? I know everybody knows that it's. I mean, like 3.5 grand it's fucking ridiculous. And obviously we had that. Do you ever had that price creeping talk? Well, I had that talk with Anthony about fucking diminishing return. Like I had my rant about it. Things are expensive, okay? And I know diminishing return is a thing. How much is it to you, Korn? Like how much would you pay for it?
Oh, personally, I have a hard cap. Like I do have like a hard like cap.
No,
on how much I
hard cap.
spend.
No hard cap.
Like,
Say,
how much do you think is worth to you? Paul?
No, how about this? If I give you 3.5 grand, would you buy that or would you buy something else?
Yeah, I mean, I'll buy that. I mean, to me, it's clearly one of one of the best stuff I ever heard. So it's like a no-brainer. If I had to spend that 3.5 grand.
But if you would you buy 2 IEMs though? Like
Not
for that
really.
one?
Like
So it's
like,
okay.
in the event that I don't have access to any kind of EQ, then yes, I'll use Odin stock, and then I'll enjoy it.
that fucking good, huh?
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
you heard it here first. Sell your Z1Rs, man.
It doesn't require it does not require EQ. That's like it's so well tuned to the point that I don't need any EQ.
Wow.
You know why? It's because of that PW cable. That's why. Magical cable.
So are you not gonna
straight from Singapore?
release an EQ for this on your Head 5 Red?
Yeah, it would just
Yeah.
EQ. It would be all zeros.
Yeah, you should just release one anyway, all 0.
Yeah, all zeros. Yeah, that's the EQ, my perfect
See
curve.
if people have a placebo effect on it.
I was like, wow.
Wow, this is really good.
Wait,
No,
so
Ken,
so-
your thoughts on Odin? Maybe you get to talk now.
Yeah,
How you don't like it that much, huh?
it's nice. But before that, console is your favorite IEM now. It's the top nerd list now, and it's a hybrid, which
Yeah,
you hate DD base, right?
Oh, are you
Yeah,
serious? Your favorite IEM?
Yeah, I would say it's probably my favorite like IEM right now. It's just that
Before Torch 6 comes out from Craft View. Shout out to
well, yeah,
Corns. Yeah, before your own
yeah,
IEM.
but Odin, I have to still admit, like Odin's a bit too basic for me, but it is still enjoyable. Like it is not muddy, it's not bloated in any way. It's just a bit basic than what like my preference lies to. But it is very close, like in the mid range and treble. So that's why I like it a lot.
Fuck, man, they actually did something. I'm surprised. Ken, your thoughts? Don't stop asking Corn question. What do you think
Okay,
about
yeah. So for me, when I first heard it, I was like, whoa, this thing is good. I'm impressed. You know, I'm truly impressed. But is it my top? No, definitely not. It is very good. Yes, it is good, but it's not the top for me.
it? You don't think it's better than Z1R?
No, not for me.
Wow, really? Still? Nah? But
Yeah.
Corn.
He
Tell me
hates
he's wrong.
Z1R. Con hates Z1R.
Yeah, I find
Yeah.
Z1 mid base a bit bloated, whereas like Odin sounds much cleaner than mid base.
Man, what the fuck? Man, gotta get myself on one of those 3.5 grand demo here. Better not make fun of my
Christ.
waifu. I'm gonna keep that demo unit. But
They have a head fight tour coming out soon, I think.
holy shit, I am so not joining that.
Oh, I mean,
You could
when-
probably be the
when
first
I was
one on the list since the guy who hosts it lives near you.
Yeah, I'm not about to take a picture of my driver's license and send it to some random guy. I'm sorry.
Right. So well, it's good. I mean, I was trying to find faults of it when I listened. Right? I'm like, okay, it's not that much faults to be digging on. So yeah, it's still not 100% my ideal, but it's hard for me to like have a big fault, like, oh, like something terrible wrong with it. No,
But
that
what's your biggest gripe with it? Like, what's the least thing like you like about it?
but I actually like a little bit more travel extension, but
It's got 4 EST. How many EST do you want?
no, it's not about the ESD, man. You know me, it's about the tuning, but yeah, I would like, well, I guess better vocals. It's not that it's not good. It's just not what I'm looking for.
I mean, you can't have everything, even with 3.5 grand. Unfortunately.
Well, I guess I'm guessing with lesser upper mid emphasis, maybe that'll be better for me.
Okay,
I guess-
you know what?
Yeah.
I'll show you all this. I'll teach you. Have you guys get to take that fucking Kirstick cable out of that Odin yet? Have you tried it with a different cable?
I did.
Does it sound less ass?
It's
Cause 1950 is like one of the assest cable out there, right? Like that, cause that's what the Odin cable is. It's a fucking thick ass copper cable. People say, "Oh, it's, $1,300 cable." Like this is the meme territory. You can say a cable make a difference. I don't care. It's say whatever you want. Yeah, it does make a difference. That cable sounds like ass. If that cable is what I think it is, it sounds like ass.
I just like my own cable more with it. That's all I can say.
Is it less worn?
Yeah.
There you go. I got it out of you. See, that cable's fucking ass, dude. No, but like, I mean, it's not. I mean, it's not perfect, but it's a good all rounder, right? How's the resolution on it? Because like, I feel like that's my most my biggest like thing with hybrids is that like they always sounds like super low res.
It is not Rolex. It is not. It is not at all.
Man,
Like I can't quite low res. If like any hero, you can still some people be super high res requirement and they will say hero is low res. I don't think hero is low res, but for Odin, no way, man. It's like it is not low res. No way.
how much would you pay for it, Ken?
I wouldn't, because it's not what I want.
If I'm your mom and then I was like, oh, you go like, hey mom, I want an Odin. I'm like, okay, how much money do I give you? And he goes like, you say whatever. How much money do I give you?
Huh.
Come on, like it's like, you know, it's not ridiculous. Like again, like let's just say, like again, I'm shilling Empire, right? That's not the first. Trinity is 3.5 grand. Okay, is it better than Trinity? Is it better? It's better than Trinity, right?
Yeah, of course.
Yes.
It is fucking mud.
It is.
Yeah, okay. So like like there is already a you know, like a thing out there that's not even American. It's from Singapore. Happy National Day, by the way. So I don't think 3.5. Shoot, fuck. Is that coming out of my mouth? I don't think 3.5 grand is a bad price.
The thing is like like, because when you ask Con loves it to the point he will buy it. Like it's not my thing. I think it's good, but I will not buy it because it's not my thing. So like, because I will not buy it, then the price doesn't matter to me. You know, like you can't like, you know, you can't ask me like, if you want to buy it, you know, how much would you want to pay?
But like, how about this? Like, don't think about the price, right? I'm gonna get everybody out of their price, and just think to yourself, okay? Just all the shit that you maybe aside from Ken, like just think of all the portable shit that you have, for the three of us, except for Ken and Anthony. If you just can just sell everything that you have and just have that.
No.
Colin will do it. Colin, would you do it?
Colin will do it.
Yeah, I would.
Sell all your shit and have Odin. Do you think they'll
like
come
not
out?
like not everything, you know, but like
Well, yeah.
90% of my stuff.
I mean, if I sell my Z1R and I sell my VX, I'll probably get like, I'm probably like a few $100 away from a new Odin. You know. I mean, like, you know, like, cause I have like, and I have a cursed IEM that I can't sell at all. Somebody go buy my major so I can buy an Odin, please.
Feels bad.
I mean, no, seriously, I have the same amount of, like, you know, you like to say like, oh, you know, it's expensive, but like a lot of people, most people have like 3.5 grand in gears already. Like, it's not, you know, I mean, like, it's not that like Anthony, without like, just before he sold his VX, he had about 3 grand in gears. That's just in 2 IEMs.
One of my headphones is 3 grand.
Yeah, but like, yeah, headphone. No. But what I'm saying is like, headphone money is different. Like, headphone money is different. You know, I think people are very okay with paying 3 grand for a headphone. Okay, maybe not, but
Not
you know.
really.
Well, no. I think I am. I mean, like, you know, I mean, like, IEM's a little bit more like, you know. I mean, what I'm saying is that, you know, you had about 3 grand in IEM before. Like, most people do. Like, the 3 of us sitting here do have 3.5 grand in portable shit. Yeah, all of us do.
That makes
so
me
like,
sad.
it's not. Does that make you sad?
A little bit.
Yeah, I know, right?
No, I mean, you added DAP in, right? So with DAP and stuff, yeah.
Oh Jesus! No, don't even.
So Corn, you would buy this even though it doesn't come in a custom?
Yeah, I would.
That's what I wanted to say.
No, but I wouldn't drop like 5 grand, like, Christ.
What do you mean 5 grand? It's not 5 grand.
As in Sing dollars is about 5 grand.
Oh, what is it really? Wow, that is.
Yeah, after
that's
conversion
rough.
and everything.
Whew, that's rough. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but like, I mean, now it's a pre-order for limited edition and now the signature and stuff, right? I'm guessing.
Okay, now nobody give a shit about the signatures, man. I mean, after market value, sure, it's like a gimmick, but like, you know.
No, but it's like because it's a flagship, right? I mean, they will offer in custom sooner or later, right? Isn't it?
They will. I think they will later. Like, yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, so Con you can get a custom, you know.
Yeah.
After
Yeah, but I'm not going to spend like $5,000.
Just sell your soul. Just sell your kidney.
Yeah,
Powerful
I mean,
Yeah,
you
plot.
should
thanks.
sell the rest of your stuff. And come on, you have like 4 custom, 5 custom. You can sell half of them and you can buy these.
Yeah,
What's
no-
that
no,
website?
thank you.
GoFundMe. We're gonna start a GoFundMe campaign for Korn to buy his Dream IEM, the Empire Year custom Odin. All right, everybody donate to his cause. I think he really deserves it. He puts in the hard work. In the AD podcast, we should really reward him with
And his
with his
EQs.
Dream IEM and his EQs. Yeah.
You should start charging your E EQs.
No, but like I think down the line they would you like okay, this is not a leak, okay? Nobody knows, and I can probably find out real quick. Do you think they will release a custom version of that, or do you think it's too hard to mold all that driver? Like obviously the shell is giant, right? Because this is like fucking 11.
I think they will take in the impression and will decide. Just like you can
Right.
order an A12T, but they will tell you, hey, your ears can't fit an A12T.
Right.
So
So do you think they're gonna do one of those things that they say, how dude, how fucking sad would that be?
You need more space
Imagine-
than an A18T, just saying.
I mean, I know it's probably
Yeah.
like you don't even have
no,
to
it's
think.
not just the space, dude. It's the nozzle as well, because if your ear canals are not wide enough, you can't fit that amount of ball.
No, as in, yeah, it's just the DD woofer. Then you also have the transformer for the electret. So it's a lot of space.
Yeah, it's space and canal
Yeah, it's
width.
really a shit ton of like space.
How many
Okay.
how many boards does it have?
I think it's 5.
Oh, 5.
I
Wow.
think it's 5 as well.
No, they have 10. They count the boards twice too. They somehow do some math, some Empire Year math. It's got 10 boards. Oh no, like I can totally see it, Anthony. You're gonna get to try it, and hopefully, I hope the good folks at headphones.com will send you a Odin demo, and then you get to try it, and you're gonna love it, but you're gonna hate the fit. And Taryn's gonna go like, "Oh, don't worry, Anthony. Just between us, there's gonna be a custom version comes out, and you're gonna go replace that order." Imagine getting that email from Empire Years like, "Oh, sorry, we can't make that small of a shell."
Oh,
Your ears
Oh.
suck.
It's kind of like pulling your pants down in front of a girl, and she's like, "Oh, that's it." It's kind of like one of those moments. I feel like, I mean, like they have to do that, right? With Empire Years, because it's a giant shell, and you can't really fit. I want to see how like either they're gonna. Do you think they're gonna do like no CIEM, or do you think they're gonna like turn people down? I feel like you have like some bad marketing there if Empire Year turn people down, you know.
I'll be really surprised if they offer a CIM, to be honest. Yeah,
But
I
they
mean,
did for LX though.
yeah,
Yeah,
I am for them.
Alex is still squeezable even for people with small ears.
Yeah, Alex is a lot
Questionable.
smaller. Alex is actually a lot smaller, to be honest. But like I think if the reseller or the distributors will at the store is like they have the disclaimer right there, right? It's up to Empire Years to decide, because the shell is really huge. If you tell the user right before that, then well, I mean you give them the expectations. Right?
Okay.
I would rather
I know
that they
you're-
offer them and give people the option rather than not give them option at all.
I know you're not American, so I'm gonna explain something to you about complaining. Even when you tell me that I can't complain, I'm gonna complain anyways. That is the American way. Okay. No, like no. Seriously.
Yeah, you well, maybe then with this podcast we can tell Empire as well. Just only offer it to Singapore,
That would be super unfair, and you know what? And they probably do it because wait, that's racist.
No,
You can't do
you
that.
just said people will complain. I just say that for
And
Singapore.
then they'll
if you
complain more.
and-
Like if you have a Singapore exclusive, but then again, like how they're not gonna release. I mean, they'll probably do it down the line when they sold all the Odin the cannons. Like, oh, by the way, there's a CI. Okay, remember this. Okay, remember they did it once before. Okay, this is not a leak. But if you want an Odin right now, I'll tell you not to buy it. You know why? They did it with the fucking LX. Okay, this is not sponsored by Empire Year. This is because why? I'm telling you not to buy. Okay. They released the universal IEM of LX. People fucking love that shit, and LX is garbage. Okay, so that shit sold well. And you know what they did? Like 6 months later, they said, "Oh, by the way, we're doing a CIEM version of it," and people were like, "What did I just bought this uni version of LX for?" Same thing. Quote me on that when they fucking do it in 6 months. Oh, by the way, guys, we figured out how to do a CIEM version of Odin. For those of you who already bought the old Odin, sucks for you, because now you gotta see. And if you think that's shitty for the current owners, yes, that is. But then you're gonna see a lot of like used Odin, the universal version of it, on the market, which I can probably grab one, because I'm not spending $3.5 grand on a fucking Odin. But no, like they'll probably do like a fucking CIEM version of it, and they'll probably turn some people down because like their ears don't fit. Or you know what? They will probably make it anyways on your shitty ears and have it sound cupped, just like the NA. And people wouldn't notice until somebody got one measured, and then you're gonna have that whole fucking drama again. That's my prediction, and I'm never wrong. No, they're gonna do a fucking CIEM, and it's gonna fit some people poorly, and that's how it's gonna go. I don't know what to say about that.
Perhaps. Yeah,
Do you remember? I mean, it's typical American company. I mean, but it's great though. Like the uni version. How's it fit? Is it fit good? Like the uni fit? Did you get a good fit? Like, can normal people? Have you heard like you talk to the friends? Have anybody complain about fit in Singapore yet?
Not really. I mean,
I
I have like huge canals, so it's never a problem for me.
Right, but I know. Like, yeah, I know you have huge canals.
But but even for people like like people with smaller canals, like it seems fine. I didn't complain on anything.
I need Anthony to try it so he can take a picture. Just for scale, you gotta put it next to a Z1R or something. So just to see how big it is. I think that would be interesting. But like, I don't know.
Yeah, because it's the way that they do their nozzle, right? So for all the Empire's Universal demo and whatnot,
they're fucking garbage, dude.
They do their nozzle is in a way that it should be able to fit most people.
Yeah, but the thing is that if your ears, like the outside of your ears, not big enough, it looks retarded. So if Anthony, like, did you take a picture of you in the Wraith, Anthony, with your ears? Does it look stupid on you?
No, it looks fine. Is it around the same size as the Wraith?
It's not as much bigger. God, dude, it's 2 DDs, man. Come on.
Oh, okay.
Well,
But, like,
it's 2 new DD, it's a huge DD, right?
Yeah. I don't know. How long has it been? Maybe take some questions. Anybody want to ask some questions? I don't know. Well, I think we're at the end of the podcast. Ask the Singapore boys what they think about the Odin or whatever. Gotta wait a minute for the questions. I don't know. We can answer some questions, or do we have any questions when we start the podcast, Anthony? Do you keep track?
Do I keep track?
I don't think you. Okay, whatever.
Let me look.
But you know what? I don't know. I don't know when we're gonna get it in the States, but I am actually pretty interested.
I believe headphones.com is getting their demo this week, supposedly, and it seems like some people have gotten customers have gotten their pre-orders already.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right.
That's what it looks like on the HeadFi forum.
Oh, there's a question for you, Ken. Odin versus Elysian. There you go.
Which Elysian?
What?
I need to clarify the question. Which Elysian?
The Elysian as in the his tribe, I assume.
I'm assuming the annihilator.
Well, obviously, the Elysian, right?
Well, yeah, because you suck his cock. Well, I didn't say that. Yeah, I mean, sure.
Well, because there's just so much more travel extension on the Elysian, right? That's basically the only thing that I complained earlier on, right? So yeah, the Elysian is better because it's just more travel extension. Right?
And that also comes in CIEM, huh? Only in CIEM.
Oh, that only comes in CIEM. Actually.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you talked to him. I wonder if he's worried Probably not.
No, it's not. I mean, he has planned. You know, like whenever there's a new release, he really has product lineup ready to be released anytime.
I'm sure he will crush him anytime. Shout out to the. Actually, I
I'm
can't.
sure he's.
I mean, you're comparing like a very big American. Well, I mean, maybe not very big, comparatively big American company to a one-man operation in Malaysia. Of course, the American company is going to be better. I'm just kidding. I haven't heard either, so can't judge.
What about the Violet?
That's full BA though.
Well, it's a question.
I like the Violet more.
What about the
You're a
Monarch?
hater. Okay now. Okay now.
Hey, I'm asking.
sorry.
I'm asking questions
thanks,
from the
Jake.
audience here.
And I can't hear
No,
you.
that's a stupid question. Did you really just
Sorry?
compare it against something that's 5 times less?
Well,
Hang on, I can't hear. Sorry.
oh, someone asked Odin versus Violet and Odin versus Monarch, and
Oh god.
Sea Monarch.
Monarch and Odin is close. They're close. I have to AB them.
Wow.
I can't give direct.
One is-
Violet, I will take. I prefer Violet.
Wait, one is like 700 US and one's 35.
Okay, we're not
US.
showing Linso, okay, Anthony? If you okay, so first of all, if you're gonna buy Tri-Fi, this is not a podcast you're gonna listen to. First of all, because if you worry about money, you really shouldn't be thinking about something that costs three and a half grand. And if you're saying something is comparable, oh man, I'm not gonna. Okay, we're not gonna give that diminishing return talk ever again. Save you that RAM. No.
I mean, well, I do not know whether the unit I heard was bulk or not, right? So if I have to give like immediately now, then it'll be very unfair to Monarch. But well, if you're just saying that the copy I heard, then yeah, Odin is better, but well, not by that much.
Well, nothing is better by that much, Ken. I mean, like, there's things called diminishing return when you get the 3.5 grand. It's not it's a luxury product now. I mean,
yeah, but they're very different things, right? So like the tuning is very different. So, it's not. I can't compare until I get a good copy of a non QC issue copy of the Monarch.
But before you get that, I'm gonna give you a spicy take, right? There it will be absolutely a zero amount of crossover, like a population of absolutely zero of a person who thinks to himself, I am thinking between the Odin and the Monarch. I can't decide which one, but at the end of the day, I got the Monarch because it's more value for money. Okay, there will be absolutely zero people who thinks that. Okay, if somebody does, and I swear to God, what he meant is, I am a poor motherfucker. I have no money and I cannot afford the Odin. I bought the Monarch because I'm a poor motherfucker, and I'm just telling myself that I bought it because it has better value. No, because again, don't justify yourself on a lot.
No, I'm not. I'm laughing because it's
not
potentially true.
There's no why would you ever compare two things that's on completely different price bracket? Like that's. I'm not shitting on Monarch, I'm not talking shit about fucking Odin here. It's just don't lie to yourself when you compare two things. That's people's gonna do it. People's gonna do it. It's they're just so similar. Ken said they sound similar and they're comparable. So
Whoa! I didn't say they sound similar. Okay, hang on a minute. I didn't say they sound similar. They don't sound similar at
You
all.
are enabling people's autism, Ken. Stop doing that.
Are very different in tuning. They are not the same. They're not the same.
But they're both they're both tribrids. Just have the driver.
No, but in terms of like the base, like the cleanliness of base shelf, both has it cleaner. So
are you enabling
zero
people's
bloat.
autism now?
No.
Sorry,
I mean, outright, Odin has more treble extension. You know.
You're gonna break JP's heart, Ken.
No, it's a fact. You know, I you know, if people are gonna say you're gonna say I'm enabling people to buy Monad, I'm gonna say it right here. You know, like it's a fact that Odin has more treble extension. It's a
I mean,
fact right there. Right?
are you saying there's actually I'm not gonna. Okay, so there's gonna be this stupid comparison, right? So Quinn's getting a new Monarch, and oh man, it's gonna be so much drama. You're gonna AB them one day, and then you're gonna come back to us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna have you justify people's purchasing of a Monarch because it's arguably comparable to a $3,000 IEM.
No.
Okay. Let me use a less offensive analogy, right?
Okay, go on.
Okay, I have a Toyota Prius. I don't have a Prius, but I love a Prius. I have a Toyota Prius. It's objectively comparable to my neighbor's Ferrari. It both drives. And both of them are hybrids. It's not a comparison, okay?
There's a Ferrari hybrid.
But you know, yeah, the LaFerrari.
Oh, okay.
You didn't know that, huh?
No, I don't really pay attention to cars that cost more than my house.
You mean cost like literally 10 times more? Like, it's $10 million right now. But I mean, you know, you don't see people with a Toyota Prius saying, "Oh, I was deciding between the LaFerrari versus a Toyota Prius." And the only reason I bought the Toyota Prius is because it's arguably comparable to the LaFerrari. No, that's not. It's pretty much what it is. But you know, on the IEM side, I'm sure there's there's more. You're gonna check back in with that comparison, and you're gonna break JP's heart, I'm sure.
I mean, well, the question earlier was Violet, right? That was a good question because they are both expensive, you know.
Well, yeah, but like Violet isn't a hybrid.
Yeah, but Violet is expensive.
Still not yet.
Right?
Okay,
So-
fine. And like, it's like saying you're comparing two different Ferraris. I mean, that's more, I guess. Oh, fine, that's a fair comparison. Okay, I just defeated my own argument. Go ahead, Ken.
Yeah, I mean, it's like comparing two different brands of supercar, right? I mean, maybe there is a price difference, but they are in the same tier.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're not that far apart. I mean, when you spend
Yeah, they're
about...
not that far apart. And
but you
were saying,
love DD base. You love DD base. So why did you like the Violet more? Do you just hate Americans that much?
no. It's the tuning, right? The vocals just is not what I'm looking for, you know, on the Odin. The
But
vocals
you're the
on
bass man. But you're the bass man. You're all about that bass. And this one got two DDs in it, and you hate and you like the Violet better? Come on.
I do.
There's some kind of bias here. That's not the sound.
No,
What do you
it
got?
is. It is the sound. I do like the treble extension
Is it too shouty?
and the vocals on the Violet more. You know,
Is it too shouty? The Odin.
it's not shouty, but Violet is tuned more to my preferences. Like,
But
in
Violet
terms of-
also has BA.
I'm gonna draw this graph.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leak the graph
It's-
based on all your guys' impression.
it is the downside. You are right. You know, Violet downside is the BA base, but it's also one of the best few BA base out there that I've heard. And well, I mean, there are just other things other than bass I like, right? I mean, I may love bass, but Violet has certain things going on that I like more than Odin. Like I mentioned earlier on at the start of the podcast, right? Like, Odin is good. Like I can't fault it. I was trying to find fault with it, like technically, but I can't. You know, it's more of like the presentation and the way that the vocals and the tone. I just prefer others. Example, Violet. Like it's not that Odin is not good. It's just not what I'm looking for.
Well, that's fine. I mean, we're not trying to sell Empire Years here. Please sponsor us so I can get a free Odin.
Yeah, but it's good. You know, I have to acknowledge it. It is good.
I mean, okay. I don't think we're taking any more questions, but this is the first time.
And you were asking about MEST or something?
No, I didn't
No,
say
we don't
anything.
care. No, we don't care about Chi-Fi. No Chi-Fi here. How about this? I
Oh,
want to end. Like,
someone's asking about the VX now.
No, nobody. No, we're not talking about the Odin and the VX. It's just completely different. Like, why do we even? No. Which one do you prefer more, Ken? The Odin or the VX? There you go. I asked. He's thinking.
He's thinking real hard.
Corey can answer that too.
He's thinking because he knows his job is on the line here. Mhm. You can say it. I mean, there's no like. I mean, like, why would you like the VX more? There's no reason you should, right?
No, I have to AB it. Okay, I mean right off the bat, I think VX is more high res.
What the?
But because of the DD base, but well that unfortunately there's no way I can AB because there's two different. Oh no, someone else has a VX. Okay, I can AB it. Yes, I can.
There you go. Kevin got a VX.
Yeah,
Again for the
yeah.
second time.
I will AB it. Yeah, but
There you go.
it's as part like there's it. I like this is the diff. It's not like Monarch was like, well, because it was a bad QC unit, right? So I didn't want to like it's not really fair. But
So you're saying Monarch can be better than the Odin? Is that what you're trying to say?
no, I mean, well, depends on the second unit, right? But if
Please
it's
do
say
not
the
give
first
in.
unit, I prefer the Odin, you know. But if it's VX, I have to AB because there's a lot of things going on for the VX that are good. But you know, I love DD base and the Odin base is good. So.
Man, I
Do
can't.
you know how like? Oh, go ahead, Anthony.
Oh, I said I can't wait for this Mest versus VX versus Odin shootout from Ken.
Do you want to ask me about Mass?
Okay, sure.
Is the mess like that? Oh my god, I don't want it. Here.
And yes,
Sure,
and?
why not? Why not? I like the Mest.
What's the question, then?
I don't know. My question was, I can't wait for the Mest versus VX versus Odin shootout. But if you already know the answer, that's fine too.
I thought you're gonna ask me about Mass. Okay.
I am
I
asking
mean,
you
like-
about Mest.
Ken is sad now. No
Sorry?
one talks about Mest.
He wants to talk about.
No, you don't get to talk about the mess.
Let's talk about the
Oh,
Mest.
you know what? You know what? Fuck you guys. You know what? Oh, fuck. All right, Tyler here. Is Tyler here? Okay, Tyler, can you send me your mess, please?
He said he
I'm
would.
gonna- I know. I didn't want to do it because you know.
Actually, I could
fucking-
probably get it from him and then send you the Mest with your fanny pack thing.
Okay. Yeah. Fine. It's a fucking meme, man. I'm gonna prove it. I'm gonna demo his mess. I'm gonna shit on it. It's gonna be shit. Piece of shit, tri-fi garbage.
I didn't care about the bone conducting thing. It's just that
I'm gonna put
it has-
Tyler's boner in my ears, and just to prove how much I hate it, I'm gonna say, Tyler, your boner is awful. But no, like, dude, come on, that shit is so fucking. Okay, no, we're not talking about the mess. Maybe for a future episode, I'm gonna get Tyler's mess. Maybe if he's nice enough, probably is, and then we're gonna do an episode on mess. So there you go, my promise.
Alright.
ooh.
Because all of you love it. I don't know why. It's fucking stupid IEM.
Until you hear it.
All right. End of the podcast.
Any more questions?
No more questions. We're not taking any more stupid questions. But I'm gonna end it with this. This is the first time we've done this, the brand thing. I don't think I should go as hard on Empire Year as anything else. I don't think I have gone as hard. But here's the thing. And I said this on the Discord once before. And I'm gonna say it again publicly. I think right now, as much as I hate America Fi, like NA Fi, well, America Fi, fuck Canada. I love you, headphones.com. But fuck Canada. Like with 64, with Empire Year, with CFA, right now, the new release of Odin, I think all three of the big like audiophile IEM company from the United States, they have very, very good offering. And you can actually, for the first time in recent history, and say, I support America Fi and not be a fucking retard. I will end it on that.
Don't forget
do you guys agree?
Edemotic. Don't forget Edemotic.
No, none of that lo-fi shit, man. Get out of here.
They got a Bluetooth cable now.
Wow, I am so impressed. Making the same IEM for 50 years. But no, like, don't you guys agree? Like SG boys, aren't you proud to be Americans now?
It might be a fluke, you know.
Did you just ask them, are they proud to be American?
Yeah, I'm not very proud, you know.
Okay, without going into the CFA stuff too hard, right? And like, or the 64, maybe we'll talk about them in the future. But like, they make like Corn, you like the CFA 2020 stuff, yeah?
Only the Andromeda.
But they're a good improvement. They're like good, right? They're good improvement.
Yeah, I guess improvement. Yeah.
And you like 64, like you know the 12T that's good. Like the Neo, people seem to love it. And, you know, if it is an NA universal, did you like that? You know, it's pretty good.
And it's muddy to me.
He hates DD bass. Come on, man.
Yeah, but
No,
he loves
it's just a tuning. It's just a tuning.
But you love the Odin. But you love the Odin.
No,
It's
as in, the other shelf is like higher up, so it sounds muddier.
Whatever. But it's good. Like, but you love the Odin though, right? It's great.
Yeah, Odin's great, but
See?
it cancelled. You know.
But they make like for the first time I think in recent history, I think like America's making some pretty good stuff.
Yeah, I mean, if Empire keeps at it like a similar kind of tuning, then yeah, I mean, you have a lot of potential. But I mean, if it's just this one time, then yeah, it might as well be a fluke.
Ken, yeah, America 5 pretty good right now. Yeah, America. I know it's
think
Singapore National Day, but you know, you could celebrate that.
It's the best so far. I mean, like Campfire. Well, like what Con say. I mean, the Android 2020 was a big surprise. You know, very big surprise for me. It's the 64 audio has been always at a certain level, and this Empire's Odin. Wow, yeah. Great, looking great, man.
Yeah, I'm proud to be an American now. First time I'll say. I mean, not the first time, but Anthony, got anything to say about America 5? America?
No, but Campfire here might be available for demoing soon, so I'm happy. I'm excited.
I thought they already sold out of that shit. It's like you don't even need to market it. But you know, yeah, buy
I'm
American.
talking about I might get reviewing it soon. That's what I'm saying.
Oh wow,
Yeah.
special man.
Yeah.
The hype died a long time ago though. Nobody cares anymore. It's all about the Odin. You gotta ask T Liz to send you the best hybrid in the world. All right, that's it.
By the time T's Odin we'll be hearing the new 64 audio flagship, right?
Odin Mark II.
They're gonna name it the Thor. There you go.
Ooh.
We're going with the
There's a Thor IEM already available. It's a Chi-Fi thing. They can't take that name.
Well, we don't care about Chi-Fi. It's fucking garbage. Okay, but yeah, that's the end of the podcast. Bye, America, guys.
All right,
I know it's Singapore National Day, but yeah, we're talking about Americans.
We're all American today.
That's right. Blessed Empire ears. Oh yeah, save us all from your shitty hybrids. Alright, we'll cut it, Anthony.